Is this the best cheap shotgun mic you can buy? What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. I have in my hand here a little microphone that might just be magic. It is by Rode. They are a big name brand here, and generally I don't buy Rode stuff because it is so expensive. I have always wanted it, but it's just too expensive. But this little guy, the VideoMic Go 2 Dose, right there, is brand new, and it has a bunch of features that intrigue me, and it might be better than my existing microphone. So I just want to show you what I use right now. This is a little boom shotgun mic that sits on top of your phone, your camera, whatever. And this one's by Mookie. I've really actually enjoyed it. They're only about $25, $29, and that's why I have used these, because they seem to work fairly well. 3.5mm plug right there and plug right into my iPhone and give me decent audio quality. Usually much better than the onboard microphone on the camera. Now, one of the things that I like about this is you can point it right at your subject, so if there are birds chirping or people screaming or cars crashing, generally I'm only getting what's right in front of the microphone, and that's really impressed me. So I have really relied on these, but I thought, well, this might not hold a candle to this. Now, it might be the same thing. We are going to try it. One of the tests that I'm going to do here is just record some audio with the built-in microphone on my camera. We are going to use the Mookie right here. And then, lastly, we are going to use this Go 2 microphone. Now, one of the things that I really was excited about with this is that this microphone, unlike a lot of the shotgun boom microphones from other companies that say they are very good, usually have to have onboard power. So you have a battery inside the microphone itself, and that just kind of irks me because I don't want to necessarily like charge my microphone a lot. All right, so in the box here what we have is a 3-pole to 3-pole connector right there. I'm actually probably not going to use that, I don't think. We also have a mount right here, and this actually seems a little bit better than the Mookie ones. Again, plastic here, an isolation mount. The gray right here is a soft rubber, so that's kind of nice. This little rail right here seems to be aluminum. That has a nice feel. These little adjustments right here seem to be metal as well, I think. So it actually seems pretty nice. It's got a little weight to it, definitely heavier than the plastic ones, but seems more robust all around. Now, here is the microphone. We get this windscreen on there, and does advertise Rode, so everyone knows you spend a lot of money. I like acting like I'm rich sometimes. And here's the microphone. It's actually fairly small. If I actually put it next to this Mookie, you can see that it's, you know, I don't know, 30-40% larger, but it's about the same in diameter. And what I would say is, I don't know, it kind of feels like a pen case. It's not super heavy. You can see the holes, the perforations on the front and on the sides right up there where the microphone is, and on the back here we have this little cap, and then we just have this flat cap on the back. But what's really interesting is that we have 2 plugs on it. So on this side what we have is that 3.5mm plug, so I can plug this in, then use an adapter to plug it into my phone or my camera, what have you. But on the other side here we have a USB-C plug, and that's actually what I'm going to use because I can actually just use a USB-C plug to Lightning to run with my iPhone, I think. And so I'm really excited about that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just go ahead and insert this into the mount. So there it is. I'm going to go ahead and get the cable in, hook it up to my phone here, and then let's start testing and comparing the microphones. All right, so this may not be the most thorough test, but really what I'm interested in here is to see how this works. So the first thing I'm doing right now is I'm just recording, sitting fairly close to my camera here with the built-in microphone. So this is the built-in microphone from about 3 feet away. All right, now I've backed up, and this is the built-in microphone from about 5 or 6 feet away. So let's try the Mookie. All right, so here I am just sitting a few feet away now. I'm using that cheaper shotgun boom mic from Mookie, the $25 one. Hopefully the audio that it's picking up is better than the built-in camera because hopefully it's just focusing on me. This is where I would normally sit, just a few feet away, so this is the audio you can expect from that. Now I'm gonna back up and use it from a little further back. All right, guys, so I'm about 6 feet away from the camera right now, still using this Mookie cheap shotgun microphone, and so this is the audio quality that you can expect to get from this microphone. So hopefully it's better than the built-in microphone, but let's compare it now to the Rode microphone. All right, so here I am. I've got the Rode Go 2 plugged into my camera now. I will say that I removed the USB-C to lightning cable here because for some reason it wasn't working, but I would have to check the settings and I didn't want to fool around with it. So I'm using the 3.5mm audio cable to plug into my camera here. So you can be the judge of how good it sounds through some old technology, those old copper wires and things. But this is where I would use this thing for the most part. I think, tabletop reviews, talking to you, preventing me from having to wire up myself with a lavalier microphone, so you can be the judge of whether you think the audio while I'm sitting here just a few feet away from the camera is pretty good, especially when compared to something like this. Now, I'm going to back up a little and we're going to test it from a little farther away. All right, I'm about 6 feet away from it, and this is actually a distance that I think a lot of people would use a microphone like this for. So you're at a family event, filming those precious memories, you want to capture a specific conversation or someone talking amongst a crowd. A microphone like this is probably going to be a lot better than something that you have built into your camera or your phone. Now, again, something like this, it helps me extend out the distance that I can be from something and record really good audio, but you be the judge of whether you think this Rode Go 2 microphone is better than this. I will say, even though the Rode Go 2 is $99 retail, under $100, I think it's a good value. I found it on Amazon without searching or using a discount code for about $80. So at $80, now it's only about, 2 or 3 times the price of this cheap one. Is it 2 or 3 times better? I don't necessarily think or expect it is going to be. But what I do think is nice about this is it's from a name brand that you trust, so I'm hoping that it'll be nice, reliable, consistent, but I'm hoping that if the audio is just a little bit better, it's gonna make my videos a little bit more tolerable because, there's not much else in these videos that does. But hopefully the viewer experience will be a little bit better, and it's a little bit of a upgrade from this, and hopefully noticeable. So if you want to pick up the Rode Go 2 microphone because you think the audio is pretty good, I'll put a link to it in the description below. Peter von Panda, out!
We can discover more and explore so much deeper.